What's good, everybody? Rogue Hero here, bringing you guys another market watch. Also, shout out to the channel members right here. They help keep this thing going. Now, in today's market watch, I want to be a little bit more specific with stuff I'm talking about. And on this episode, I'm going to be going mainly over a lot of the expensive cars in the meta right now. Speaking of expensive cars, of course, I have on the screen Lightning Storm sitting at $78 solidly. Now, when you go down to the other Lightning Storms down below, they fluctuate between 78, 81, 85. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but Lightning Storm always been a $95, $90 card. And now it's slowly starting to dropping. If you have this card, the biggest question is, should you sell or should you keep? Well, let me guys ask you this. What kind of meta do you guys predict we're going in? Me personally, in the OCG, Lightning Storm is not mained and everything. It's typically side deck. And usually when a card like this is side deck and it's secret rare and it's really popular, Konami eventually reprints it a lot quicker. If I was you guys, I would probably, if I don't need the money, I would keep it. Only because you're gonna get your playset. The secret rares are always gonna keep somewhat of a high value. However, with that being said, can I see it going back up to that $90 price range? Yes, but of course, it really just depends on how the meta is taking place. Right now, we have decks that are break my board or bust, which pretty much say they can negate cards like Lightning Storm. And Lightning Storm is really only used against rogue decks. So if you're scared of rogue decks, more than likely you need to keep this card in your side deck. However, with that being said, I think I can see it going up, because as it stands, there's no reprint anytime soon. However, with cards like this, you're always gambling with making money. So like I said, if you need the money, 80 bucks for Lightning Storm is still a good sell in my personal opinion. However, if you don't need the money, go ahead and keep it. Next up, Divine Arsenal AA Zeus, sitting in at $67 or $66, $2 at shipping. I would round up like 67 bucks. AA Zeus is another card that's in the meta that's really good for Zodiac and things like that. It's fluctuating around 68, 67 bucks. This card definitely was an $80 card, and it's slowly starting to go down because even though Zodiac Eldritch is one of the better decks in the format, it's not the best. It's up there. That is a little bit debatable as well. Do I consider this card possibly going down? Yes, I do. As the ban list approaches, a lot of people are speculating Zodiacs to get hit in some way, shape, or form, or fashion. And since this card came out in Phantom Rage, I remember players complaining about this card when it came out. Do I think it's going to get hit? No. Do I think it's a fair card? Honestly, yes, because the requirement is just really strict. However, with that being said, if Zodiacs get hit on the upcoming ban list, this card is definitely going to drop to like 40, 50 bucks. I guess technically rendering it useless. Big question, sell or keep? If you guys were asking me, Rogue Hero, your boy, honestly, if I wasn't playing Zodiacs, I'll sell it. Because literally, this card is only really good using Zodiacs. And I don't see this card going back up until we get some more live events or until post-ban list. Like I said, if you guys don't care about keeping it, sell it. If you guys are planning on playing Zodiac, I'll keep it. However, with that being said, I personally, and maybe this is because I play Heroes, I don't see Zodiacs as that big of a threat just yet. So with that being said, guys, just go ahead and keep it. Save your money, and you guys will be good. However, 68 bucks for this card that's only mainly used as a 2 of ain't bad. It ain't bad at all. Next up, Pot of Prosperity is slowly creeping down in Blazing Vortex, sitting at $84. It started in the $90 range, and I predict going into Friday when the set actually drops, it's probably going to slowly creep back down to $67 range. I predict the card to go down to like 60, maybe even 50, only because there's not a lot of meta decks that can use it. However, with that being said, picking up a playset when the card drops is amazing. If you guys currently have it, I would sell it for the 85. I don't see it going up. This is not the type of card that goes up right away unless a deck comes out and needs 3 of this card. And let's be real, unless you're playing something like Emancipators or whatever, this card is not going to get used right away. Wait for it to go down, pick up the playset if you want to just have a good card to have, and sit on it until a deck rises up and make that easy bread. Next up, Cyber Dragon Ultimate Rare. Now, this is something I just saw on the TCG Player, and I just wanted to go over because Cyber Dragon's always been a card that people don't know if they should keep it, they should get rid of it. Coming in at $100, this is a card that really brings me back to my childhood. This card was highly sought after. It's from Cybernetic Revolution. I think that set came out in like 2004. Only reason I remember because I remember being a kid buying a box of this set, hoping to pull at least one super rare Cyber Dragon. Didn't get any, and I was super heated. But with that being said, $100, man. If you guys got one, get it graded. Honestly, especially if it's in good condition, because it's sitting at $100, and the rest of them are floating in that $100 price range. Some of them, oh my god, they go for $700. So yeah, man, this card is real. If you guys got it, you guys got some good money. Now, somebody asked me on my last market watch, Chris, do you think you should get their Starlight rares graded? And this is how I see it. Starlight rares are the type of cards that literally, if you freshly pull it and you don't need the money right away, but you want to make a long-term investment, get it graded. And the reason why I say get it graded, and I just have Hita here for an example, because these cards, if Konami don't print these no more in the future, or if they just slowly start to fade away, these cards are already rare. So let's picture a Yu-Gi-Oh world 5 years from now, 10 years from now. You guys can have these nice and graded. These cards could be looking in the grands, $1,000, $2,000 for the lower end ones. I think these cards are good long-term investments if you have the extra money to blow. Like you guys are gonna notice a current trend on my market watches. I'm not just gonna tell you guys buy, sell. I'm always trying to be that middleman. If you got the money to blow, go for it. If you want to make a long-term investment, it may be a better investment than the stock market. However, a lot of these Starlight rares are expensive, so take that with a grain of salt. Getting it graded properly can only raise the value up over time. So that's my answer to that, to the guy who asked that question. Now we're going to go over to the hand trap section. Heavily Zephyr, Mirador, just like everything else in Blazing Vortex, is slowly going down. And honestly, I told you guys picking it up for $30, $25 is a good deal. I still believe this card is still a good pickup for those prices. Now, with that being said, considering everyone is saying this card is trash right now, wait till Blazing Vortex drop, y'all. Card's probably like 15, $10, maybe even $5. Get your playset. Because when this card is used, and it's used really good, trust me, card effects like this don't just not get used for long. Konami's gonna make a deck that revolves around heavily boss monsters, and everybody and their mama gonna play this card. I guarantee you, everybody and their mama's gonna play this card. I know a lot of people like my homie V disagrees. Yugioh Pisano, check him out, awesome market watch tuber. However, with that being said, bro, it negates, and it gives you a free body in a link error. I don't see how this card is not going to be good. That's just for me playing Yu-Gi-Oh since the start. So, and just other card games. Pick up 3 whenever you can. It's trending down right now, so definitely pick it up once the set releases. When the set releases, more people are going to crack this card, and it's going to drop. However, with that being said, you guys are playing with ice, because just like I think it's good, I'm pretty sure a lot of other players are going to think it's good as well. And if someone breaks this card, it's going to be your next $80 secret. Guarantee it, bro. It's your next $80 hand trap. And speaking of hand traps, Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion Secret Rare sitting at $24. Now, this card is being used in the meta. It gets used in the OCG. Side effect, I think $25 for it. Honestly, that's not bad. Original, Secret Rare, first edition. Why not? I mean, you're making pretty decent money off of it. And honestly, it's not that expensive. Highest rated one is at $33. Yeah, man, it's a good pickup. And if you guys like me that are budget players, get the cheap one for $2. $2.89, bro. For money players, broke boys like me. Money players, broke boys like me. Honestly, $3. No one should not have a place of this card. It's just a good hand trap. Next up, Ash Blossom of the Joyous Spring, highest rarity version I can find. 35 Buddhas. $35. Yes. And yeah, honestly, if you're a rarity whore, pick it up. It's $35. What are you losing? Nothing. Now, of course, some of them people selling at 54, 48, 35 for damage unlimited, slightly damaged, whatever. It's worth to pick up. I guess you could say, honestly, it may stabilize at like $40 for the market price. Bro, it's a good card. It's cheap. At one point, this card was almost $100. If you want the secret rare ones, pick it up. No exceptions if you're that type of guy. Or you be like me and have the common ones out of the Soul Burner structure deck, bro. $14. $14 for common Ash. I need to get these out of my box and put it in my train binder, because this card's gonna make you some money. This card is $14, bro. Everybody should have a place to Ash. I would not buy this card for 14 bucks. I would honestly go to your local Walmart and or locals that don't do Yu-Gi-Oh that much and see if you can buy the structure decks for $8, and that way you at least get extra supplement grade stuff. But yeah, man, 14 bucks. You can't beat it, bro. You can't beat it in the hand trap format. Speaking of which, Ghost, Ogre, and Snow Rabbit lower on the low end is going for $1.52. Another hand trap everyone should have, no exceptions. But the higher end rarity of Ghost Ogre, I pulled this card a long time ago, G. $114. Bruh. Bruh, if you have this card, you have some decent money. Do I think this card is going to go up? It depends on the format. Right now, a lot of players are currently using Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit here and there in their side deck. 114, honestly, if I had it, I would sell it. There's no need for people to have a Ghost Ogre Snow Rabbit. This is a card that since it doesn't negate, but it only destroys, it's not a card that is always going to be highly sought after. So with that being said, unless you're a collector, now if you're a collector, you want to go for the long haul and just have OTS stuff, do it. Honestly, if I had it, I would sell it, make that quick buck, pick up your cheap dollar ones and go from there. Next up, Starlight Rare Effect Veiler, highest version of Effect Veiler, $450. Once again, get it graded, get it sold. If you're just like me, get it sold. But with that being said, Effect Veiler is kind of dated. There's a lot of parts of Power Crafted, Mirador, Power Craft Effect Veiler, Infinite Impermanence, definitely Power Craft Effect Veiler, but it's still a good budget player card, which is why the cheapest version is sitting at $1. Most versions you can get it for 45 cents. Heck, most players it may even give it to you for free. But with that being said, dog, Effect Veiler, good pickup just to have, make some money, no exceptions. Speaking of which, Droll and Lockbird Altis are going for 50 bucks, bro. I remember when this came out, I sold mine for like 40 bucks. This card was like 80 to 90 bucks on release and OTS 8 came out. Bro, if you're a rarity person, if you're like my homies at locals, pick it up. It's $50. I don't see the card dropping any more than 50. It may go down to 40. Market price, of course, sitting at normally goes for 90. But if you can get it for $50, I guess that's just going for like a damaged version. Pick it up. However, with that being said, it's a solid $90, $80. Bro, just pick the card up. If you can get it for the $50 damaged unlimited. However, with that being said, yeah, this card is unreal. It's unreal, dog. It's unreal. And speaking of which, we have a Near Man First Edition one, alternate art, $5. Now, like I said, it's $5. And honestly, I think this alternate art one looks way better. Way better. It's just too good not to pick up. Let's look how cute it is. Speaking of which, we have Niburu, the Primeval Being, lightly played unlimited, going for $89.99. Now, how do I feel about Niburu going into this format? Niburu is one of those type of cards. It's always going to be used. Konami invented this card to check decks like Heroes, to check decks like Ditrons. The only problem with Niburu, of course, there's decks that can just out it immediately just by making a negate before it comes out. And there's a lot of decks that can just make a field of 4 summons and pass. I personally wouldn't do it. If you have it, sell it. I can only see Niburu going down. Maybe I can see this dropping to 50, only because it's Niburu. Man, like, it's needed, but anyone who's going to really play it competitively like myself, this is going to opt for the gold version or the original version that's going for 10 bucks. But bro, 90 bucks for a Niburu, unless you just want to be that guy, I will sell it if I have it and pick it up later when it's cheap. I mean, it's $100 bucks, bro. Why not sell it? Some versions are going for 118, 145, depending on where you're at. Yu-Gi-Oh! Black Market selling theirs for 150. And that just lets me know that this card may be looking for one of those high-end buyouts soon. Only because there's not a lot on the market, bro. So if you got it, honestly, sell it. Make a quick buck. If you want to play the long game, wait a couple months until they all get bought out, sell it for the 150. Ultimately, Niburu is one of those cards. Honestly, dog, it's gonna be money regardless, because this card is always gonna be relevant until Yu-Gi-Oh ends, or unless something comes out to beat it. Like I said, if you're like me, you don't care about rarity, pick up you a cheap budget Niburu for $9. Everybody should have this in their side deck binder, no exceptions. This card is super good and too good not to run. Cypher and Frank Hiragama is coming in at $90 for the Toon Chaos, of course, collector's rare. This is sexy, dog, sexy. Now, this is a card I probably will hold on to only because there's not a lot of them on the market. Just looking at them, every shop has like one of them. Some shops have 6 of them. Even if I go over here, yeah, a lot of people just have one of them. And I haven't seen Konami, at least I haven't seen it. Maybe you guys can correct me if wrong. It seems like Konami's focused more on Starlight rares and collector's rares. So who knows when we might get another one of these. If you got it, pick it, hold it. You can probably make some more money in the future. If this card ever get bought out, it's gonna shoot to the roof, to the moon. God dang it, to the moon. However, if you need the money, sell it. A solid 90 for a special rarity is dope. If you want to get the budget version, $3. Easy rare to pick up, $3. And honestly, some places have it a bunch of, like this people, Chow Productions, have 528 of these. He definitely did a buyout on these one day. But if he ever buys out all of them, if he can, bro, this card can go with a solid $5. Gamma is coming in out of formats. $5 all day once we get real tournaments back. Right now, everything's going to be low until this completely dumb virus situation gets situated in the world. So yeah, man, if you don't have it, pick it up now, no exceptions. Skullmeister negates effects in the graveyard, coming in as cheap as $3. And on the high end, guys, it's coming in at $35. Nice secret rare to pick up. It's only going to get more. It's only going to get more. I could definitely see this card being used a lot more in the future. It's being used a lot now in the OCG, at least for a year now. Every time I used to study the OCG, it was always being used. Now, once again, this is the damaged first edition. If you scroll down here to the bottom, you can get non-damaged ones anywhere for $45 and up. Some places have them for $60. This is money all day, and all honesty, I think $35 for a damaged one, depending on how damaged one is fine. Like I said, I don't care. If anything, I would get this version just to save the money. Is it a good investment though? Honestly, it all depends on if you're a rarity whore or not. It really all depends. I don't see this card going no more than 60 unless we see a format that requires 3 in every day. However, there's such a variety of hand traps. We don't need 3. So if you guys got it, I say sell. If you could sell it for 65, I say sell. Pick up the lower end versions until you can buy some more stuff and then play it out that way. That's what I would do in my personal opinion. And the last thing, oh, I guess that was the last thing I'm talking about. So yeah, man, this is my market watch in detail, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's try to get this market watch up to 100 likes. And if you guys want more market watches in the future, hit that subscribe button for more Yu-Gi-Oh content. I'm uploading as much as I can throughout the week, or at least 3 videos in a week. So this is your boy Rogue Hero bringing out another Yu-Gi-Oh market watch, and I'm signing out. Peace.